Hi guys, welcome back to Talking Tuesdays. This week we're talking about a topic that's important whether you're in the fitness world or not, whether you're working out in this time or whether you're just living your life like usual. So we're going to be talking about mental health in the fitness world and just in fitness in general. So the biggest problem in the fitness industry with how we look at ourselves and body image is how we compare ourselves to others and how it can be demotivating. So it's very easy when you walk in the gym to look in the mirror and rather than looking at yourself and your progress, be looking at people behind you who have been going for longer than you or have just been able to get better results than you, especially with things like social media, where everyone just wants to be posting how they've succeeded and all of their personal goals that they've achieved. So it's very hard not to compare yourselves to those other people. And this can also happen when we're tracking our own progress, if we're taking pictures of ourselves and then slowly we notice that one picture's not quite as good as one a couple of weeks ago and we think, oh God, we've gone back a few steps, what am I doing wrong? Or if we're weighing ourselves, that's why it's so important if you're tracking your progress through weighing, that you make sure that you're doing it under the same conditions every time. Another problem is caused by unrealistic goal expectations. So things like when we watch a video online that's like, get abs in 5 minutes and people think, oh yeah, I can just do this workout a day and I'm just going to get those six-pack abs and it's not going to matter what I'm eating, everything else I'm going to do is fine because this video has told me that I can get abs from this. And then when it turns out to not be true and we didn't know better, we end up being very demotivated by the fact that we haven't got what we thought we were going to get. And it's very simple, but it's very demotivating, as I said. But there's also many benefits to fitness and its effect on our mental health. So one of these, and probably the biggest one, is its release of endorphins and serotonin, which is feel-good hormones and neurotransmitters, which is released into our brain and into our bloodstream as we're exercising, which actually makes us feel good, and it relieves stress and relieves problems like sleep fatigue. Like if we're struggling to sleep, exercise can actually help this because it allows us to sleep better and for a full night rather than just limited time. So this is so important just for our natural and general health, not natural health, general health. So including the fixing lack of sleep, which is also not a symptom but can cause more stress. Stress is a physical and mental response that our body gives when the environment isn't quite what we expect it to be. So it can be through small things like minor situations that we aren't expecting or major ones that we go through life quite commonly. But stress can have major effects and it can cause things like hypertension, which is high blood pressure, causing things like heart attacks and coronary heart disease. All of these things are quite linked, along with angina. I'm not sure if I'm saying that right, but that's chest pains, which is also caused by the high blood pressure. So there's so many problems that this can just cause literally just from stress, which you wouldn't expect. It's because as we get stressed, it increases our blood pressure due to a quick response release of things like adrenaline, which heightens our blood. So if we're getting this very frequently and very commonly, it can cause long-term blood pressure, like extension and a rise. So causing, which is hypertension. Obviously there's different levels, but we don't want hypertension in general. Another benefit of fitness that I'm going to talk about to our mental health and mindfulness is its ability of forcing us to be in the moment. So when people talk about mindfulness, they commonly talk about how it's all about being in the moment and thinking about what's happening right now, concentrating on it rather than what's happening later on. Maybe there's something stressful that you've got to do, you've got to go back to work, something like that. So we're trying not to think about that, and being physical and exercising forces us to think about what we're doing in that moment. So when we're going for a run, we're constantly thinking about exactly what we're doing. We're thinking about the fatigue and thinking about most commonly why we don't want to be doing this, but we're concentrating on what we're doing, which is helping not only through, as I said, the release of endorphins and serotonin, but helping us keep our head clear on exactly what's happening and not causing stress when stress isn't needed. So this is all happening as well when we're doing things like push-ups or when we're in the gym doing like a curl. When people get stressed, they commonly will hold their breath and count to 10. This is a breathing coping mechanism or coping strategy. When we're exercising and we're counting our reps as we do it, or we're thinking about the movement, we're very in key with what's happening in that exact moment. We're not getting lost in what's going to be happening later, which is exactly what we're aiming to do with our mental health and our coping strategies for mindfulness. So I hope you enjoyed the video, guys. Tomorrow we've got an Ab Warrior Wednesdays video coming out, and Thursday we've got a video focused on mindfulness again and our mindset and our mental health within fitness. So I'm going to be giving coping strategies and breathing exercises that I'm going to research myself to try and help us, because everyone's struggling through these hard times at the moment. Friday we've got a Full Body Friday coming out again, which I hope we're all keeping up with. If we can, that is. Don't do anything you can't do. And yesterday we had a Muscle Mondays video where I did a chest and tricep workout. Slightly different this time. We did a HIIT workout for chest and tris, which is high intensity intervals, which most people don't commonly do for chest. So I've done this. So you can get your chest workout done in literally 5 minutes, and that's you for the whole day. You've done your exercise and you're good. So hope you enjoyed the video, guys. Hair is off on a mad one, and I'll see you next week.